Hey, what's up, guys? We're back. We've got some more picks for you. Now that the board is populated a little bit more, we have a little bit more clarity on some of the statuses of the players. Some guys we were considering last night that we're actually taking today, now that we have a little bit more clarity on who's in and out for tonight's games. We have a great slate, 13 games tonight. We also have NFL. I don't know if you guys saw, but on Prizepicks, they're running this $1 million special. And it's just like totally speaking my language because it's based off of demon slips. From what I understand, they're going to select random winners who have winning slips with the highest multipliers. So people who cash the highest multipliers will be selected, and then they're going to give someone from that a chance to win $1 million. Which is just exactly what I need. Another reason to make more YOLO slips. But I was like, cool, I have an excuse because I love making those YOLOs. But so I ended up making a demon slip for the NFL. It's in the Discord. If you guys are a member of our Discord, it's already in there. I broke down why I like each play. Actually ended up finding quite a bit of plays, even though last night we talked about a couple of demon plays that we liked, but we found more. Me and Straw Hat from and a couple of us were in there this morning in Discord looking at demon plays we liked. So yeah, a lot of fun. If you guys haven't signed up for some of these platforms that we're partnered with, now's the perfect time. If you use code BACKDOOR at Parlay Play, Underdog, Betr, they're going to hook you up. Parlay Play is going to give you a 100% deposit match up to $100 and a $5 promo slip to get you started. And we're going to give you a month in the Discord. Just email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com and we will get you locked in. We just need to verify that the code was used, and we get updates every day from Parlay Play on who added the code. So yeah, we'll throw in a month in our premium Discord on top of what they're giving you. For Betr, they're going to give you a $200 deposit match plus a free pick to help you cash that first slip that you make on there. And Underdog's going to give you up to $1,000 in bonus cash with your first deposit. And they're going to throw a free pick in there as well. All these platforms have been running specials for the holidays. It's been a lot of fun. Also, shout out to Sleeper. They've been running this awesome and one special where you know, up to $20, you make a slip and it's NBA only. And then the following day, they'll give you a $20 protected play if you go all the way up to the 20. If you put 5 on it, you'll get 5 the next day. But for the protected play, you can throw NFL in there. You can throw whatever you want, but you have to use it the following day. So that's been really cool. If you haven't signed up for Sleeper yet, use code BACKDOORFS, and they're going to give you a 100% deposit match up to $100 as well. All of that is down below if you guys want to jump on any of these platforms we're partnered with. So yeah, let's talk about the plays that we like for today, now that things have shaken out a little bit. I'm really liking Lamelo Ball. I almost took this last night. Man, I wanted to take his PRA. I'm so tempted to. I think he's going to bounce back tonight. I just think, you know, like he played like almost 25 minutes in that last game. I mean, I'll break this all down in a minute. I don't need to get into it right now, but I decided to go with his rebounds and assists instead of the full PRA. But I do like his PRA as well. But I'm getting the rebounds and assists at 12.5 on a couple platforms. And then on Prizepicks, it's at 13. I still like it to go over. And then I love this Peyton Pritchard PRA, getting it at 22.5 on Parlay Play. And I believe the highest is Prizepicks at 23 flat. So just a half point higher on both of those. But those are the plays I'm rolling with today. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, so for me, I'm going to be going with, make sure this, okay, cool. So I'm going with Derozan over 29.5 PRA. I'm finding this on all platforms. And then I'm taking Derozan Johnson over 24.5 points assists. Wherever you can't find the points assist, I like the full PRA as well. But the points assist is my favorite line for him for sure. So that's going to be the two I'm getting into.
All right, well, let's start breaking it down. Lamelo Ball, I just think he's due. This is a great matchup. Well, I mean, it's tough on paper, but I mean, this team overall, you know, the Wizards obviously have the worst record in the league. the Hornets aren't that far behind them, but the Hornets have a chance to sort of right the ship if they can start stringing together some wins. You know that they don't want to just be bottom feeders like for another full season. Not that they have a chance to be contenders this year, but Lamelo, he's an incredible talent, and he started off hot and then dealt with that injury, missed about a week of games. So, yeah, on paper, matchup's a little bit tough to point guards. 4th in rebounds allowed, 6th in assists allowed, and I believe it's the same with the PRA. I think it's still pretty tough on paper, but I don't think that we really have to worry about that. This is not going to be a matter of them shutting him down. Yeah, if we go full PRA, we're 6th in points allowed as well, but this isn't going to be a matter of them shutting him down. This is going to be a matter of him being able to play full minutes and being back to 100%. But it's looking like Brandon Miller is going to be out this game. Game time decision, but kind of from what I've read, he's kind of leaning towards not playing. I think that if he plays, that doesn't hurt LaMelo at all. It maybe helps him with the assists because Brandon Miller's been playing great this year too. But as far as the rebounds and assists go, like when we're on the full PRA and we look at this last game, he still played a relatively solid game for someone who he was on a minutes restriction. He played 25.8 minutes and he still went for 32 PRA. Typically he's been crushing this. Before he went out, he was getting those 4 straight with 49 or higher for his full PRA, averaging 12.6 rebound chances and 14.4 potential assists, 3.8 fouls per game. So that game against Detroit, he actually fouled out, got 6, but it's really not anything to be concerned about. Like, his average is up a little bit because of that game when he fouled out. But man, you love to see this 29 attempts a game he's averaging, even with that last game where he only had 15 attempts. Look at that, like 35, 30, 38. I'm probably going to roll his PRA in some as well, but for the safer play, I think the rebounds and assists are where we want to be if you're looking for something that's maybe a little bit more secure. Because even in that last game, he was just facilitating like crazy. Played the just under 26 minutes and still went for 5 rebounds and 12 assists. So we see that last 5 is just looking awesome. If we zoom out a little bit, let's look at 2024 entirely. A little bit spotty, but the back half of this run he's been on is when things really started to heat up. But still, 12 of 19 games is a solid record for us. Then we look at the last 10. 8 out of his last 10. One of the games that he missed was against Philly early in November, and he still went for 12, so he just barely missed that 13 mark. We're looking to get over that. Let me actually give you a clearer view of that. We'll change this to 13 on outlier. So yeah, still looking really solid. 5 straight, including that lower minutes game. And overall, like I said, specifically to point guards, it's a little bit tougher, but I'm not concerned. Overall, they're 30th in rebounds allowed, 25th in assists allowed. And then if you did want to take that full PRA, it's just as soft as can be for the full PRA as well, 30th in points allowed. I'm not concerned about a blowout in this game. I think this is going to be a really fun game, actually. 226 is the over-under, and we've got the Hornets favored by just 4 points playing in Washington, so I'm really excited about this game. And then my other play here, Peyton Pritchard. Actually, let me go to LaMelo first. Get on the optimizer here. Forgot to pull this up. I'll just type him in real quick. Let's see what the optimizer thinks about this play. They don't like it, so go with your gut. We're always fully transparent. Something about I'm guessing it is because it's a little bit more expensive on Prizepicks at 13. So they're kind of like letting you know, like, hey, this is high compared to what other platforms are giving us this line at, which is what the optimizer does. It looks for discrepancies and lets you know, like, hey, just so you know, that you might want to take this under because it's bumped up. But I'm not concerned about that in this case. 52.09% odds to hit the under, minus 127. They like his points rebounds to go over 31.5. 51.62% odds to hit the over, They think he's going to get some turnovers here. They like his over on the 3.5 turnovers. The PRA, they actually have that favor to go over the 39.5 at just barely over the 50 mark, 50.42% odds to hit the over. So you've got some options here if you don't want to go with the rebounds and assists. I'm just showing you a little bit of the stuff they do like. They like the rebounds over 5. Points, assists, they pretty much like everything. I think it's just that half-point bump there. It's kind of like, letting us know that there's a bump there. I'm feeling good about it. So yeah, let's take a look here at Peyton Pritchard. Dude has just been like, we talk about it a lot on this show, but these guys that are popping off as like most improved players, and he definitely is in the runnings here, like with the way he's been playing, because he was solid in his outings last year, but it was usually like cleanup work. He's getting like regular minutes at this point, and the dude is just an absolute machine from beyond the arc. He's cleared this PRA line in 8 out of his last 10 games at 80% hit rate. So looking solid. This over under is actually closer than you would think. It's actually not the over under. The over under is super high, but this could turn into a blowout, and that will just help us with Peyton. He can do his normal like mop up duties. But playing in Boston, 14.5 point spread. But we were talking about this the other day. These games that Chicago have been in all year, we have these super high over unders. It's been pretty interesting. 241 points is the projected line for this game. So they're expecting it to be super high scoring. And I think Peyton Pritchard is going to be able to go off tonight. These games that he's been clearing this 23.5 line too, and we're getting at 22.5 on parlay play. But these games that he's been clearing this, it hasn't been a close call for the most part. The lowest was he went for 26, but as of late, he's got 3 straight games with 30, 41, and 32. So matchups looking solid. 25th in points allowed to shooting guards, 28th in rebounds allowed, 15th in assists allowed. Thought about taking his points because he's going to be dropping a decent amount of threes. But I like everything to be combined here, because if you look at the last game, he went for 11 rebounds, like that tiny little dude out there. 11 boards, 6 assists, been facilitating. The game before that against Detroit, 4 boards, 10 assists. So he's just really shaping up. He's taken a huge step this year. And you can see that it doesn't always correspond with the minutes either. Like that last game when he went for 32, he had almost 37 minutes. But even these other games when he's just barely getting over the 30-minute mark, he's still getting this done. I expect at least 30 minutes. If this turns into a blowout, he might have another 35, 36-minute game. So feeling great about this play. Let's see, we got a little note here from Outlier about this particular play. So yeah, it says Peyton Pritchard has exceeded 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 8 of his last 9 games, averaging 29.7 PRA over the stretch, 89% hit rate. So loving this play. Let me see. I was looking at Tristan Da Silva because he just popped off against the Knicks, but then I'm like, I can't. I need a bigger sample size, not when you're facing the Thunder. But let's pull up Pritchard here real quick. All right, they like the PRA to go over that 23 mark that we're getting it at, flat on Prizepicks, so they're gonna love the 22.5. But 51.21% odds to hit the over, -123, and yeah, there's like a lot of mixed emotions here across these odds makers. Most everyone's bumping this all the way up to 23.5, and the odds actually aren't that juiced in either direction. Let's see who this is. So yeah, Underdog has it at a -122 to go over the 23.5 mark. So was Underdog one where, yeah, we're getting the 23.5. Betr is, oh man, Betr bumped it to 23.5. Yeah, I had it at 22.5. Should have locked it in. Sometimes I lock it in once I pass it over to Jordy, but I'll accept that. And by the way, Betr has a $10 protected play right now. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but I wanted to put that on your radar. They call it a no sweat entry, but it's essentially a protected play. So I'm going to build something using these plays, but I might I'll definitely throw more in there, but I'm going to see about maybe throwing in some NFL, make a mixer there. So yeah, Peyton Pritchard's looking good. I'll show you some pivots if you don't like the PRA, but it just clearly looks like the best one. They like his 3.5 3-pointers made. That looks solid too. I think he could go for 4 threes tonight at home. They have that at a 51.09% odds to hit the over, -122. Let me just real quickly take a look at that, and then I'll pass it over to Jordy. Let's see what he's been doing lately, because I know he's been pretty much on fire. Yeah, so 4 out of his last 5 games, he's went for at least 5 threes, and then this matchup, 26th in 3-pointers allowed. So if you want to pivot to that, go for it. A lot of his scoring is going to be threes, we know that, but I'm going to go with the full PRA since he just had that 11 board game, and then the game before that he had 10 assists, so I think he's going to be a closer tonight. So yeah, if you guys want to check out Outlier, you can try this out for free. There's a link below. Just sign up for through the link that is for Outlier down there, and they're going to let you just give this a test run for a week. They cover matchups, injury reports, and insights about the players. They just kind of show you plays that they like statistically, and they give you a reason why they like it to go over or under. And then they point you in the direction of the platform. They'll take you straight to that prop on that platform. So yeah, give this a shot. Enjoy it over this Christmas week. And that'll cover it for my plays. I'll pass it over to Jordy.
All right. Yeah, so to get into mine here, you'll have to excuse me, my voice is still recovering a little bit. Like dealing with the whole draining part of this like sinus infection deal now, so it's a little annoying. But I do like Jalen Johnson over 24.5 points assists. There's a chance Trae Young does not play tonight. They have not like completely ruled him out, but he's a game time decision with that Achilles tendonitis, which is a pretty rough injury. I mean, if you guys are football fans, you know how that went for Christian McCaffrey, and it's not great. So definitely a rough one. But if Jalen Johnson is the main facilitator on the floor tonight, he's going to crush this. Even if Trae Young plays, I still really like this line at 24.5. Because I think it's adjusted for Trae being in the game also. So he's gone over this 15 out of 25 games this year. He's looked great. Like this is definitely a play I like and I can get behind for sure, because if you look at the head-to-head, he's played them once. This was last year, but he still went for 7 assists and 16 points in that game, so he was really close. This year he's gone over this over the last 20 games 13 out of 20 times. He's just been killing this line. Really soft matchup, 23rd in points allowed, 17th in assists allowed to small forwards. He's averaging 10 potential assists per game. He's playing a whole bunch of minutes, almost 40 minutes a game, so that's never a problem. He's gone over this in 5 straight games on the road. So if you look at this here, look at that, 30, 29, 29, 29, 28, 28. So dude has been killing this on the road. Got another road game against San Antonio tonight. This is gonna be a fun game. When it comes to pace factor, we got the Hawks, who are 3rd in pace, and San Antonio, who are 16th. So gonna be a fun game. I think if Trae's not there, I think Jalen Johnson goes way over this line. So either way, I like this play, so I'm gonna be taking it over. On the other side of the ball, Spurs, Zach Collins, game time decision. Keldon Johnson, Trae Jones, nothing really too meaningful there. But yeah, no Onyeka Okongwu tonight, so I'll definitely be looking in the direction of what's his name as well, the other center.
Capella.
Yeah, Capella. So that's an interesting thing to look at there. But that's also why I don't mind the PRA. If you have to take his full PRA, it's at 35.5. I still like that to go over too. He's gone over that PRA line 4 out of 5 games on the road, so he's still hitting that a decent amount. Dude is a rebounding machine. I mean, 13, 9, 13, 15. So they've got like 3 solid bigs, honestly, because Jalen Johnson plays like a big, but he also shoots the ball like a guard. So they've got a really good situation going on in Atlanta. They look really good. I mean, they look solid this year, so exciting for Atlanta. But Jalen Johnson, we've been taking a look his way ever since last year, and he's really coming on. So like him a lot to go over this 24.5. If we look at this on Daily Grind, the points assists are favored the highest, -127. The points, rebounds, and assists are at 121 to go over as well. So liking that. And then my next play is going to be DeMar DeRozan over 29.5 PRA. I loved what this played last night, and then they took it away because of all these questionable tags. Sabonis is a game time decision, Keegan Murray and Kevin Huerter. There's a big chance Sabonis does not play in this game. from what I read last night. So if that's the case, I think DeMar is going to just pop off, and I think he will anyway, because he always plays really solid against the Lakers. He's got a couple games here where he's just absolutely gone off. 43 PRA, 44 PRA, 26 in this last matchup. That was in October, and this is when he was I believe that was his first matchup. Yeah, when he was playing in Sacramento. So, you know, still a learning curve there. He wasn't playing up to his full potential, I don't believe, yet. So he had 23 points, 3 assists. So he came really close. He just didn't have any rebounds, which is not like him. You see in some of these games, he's got like 8 boards, 7 boards. So now that he's comfortable in the system, and this is a great matchup for him. I mean, if we go to the matchup here, shooting guard, 20th in points, 17th in rebounds, 28 in assists. So for a guy who's gone over this 13 out of 22 games this year, I really do like this line a lot. We have an insight here. He's exceeded 29 PRA in 5 straight games against bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed. You see here, it's showing you right there, 5 for 5 against bottom 10 defenses in rebounding. So like I said, he's a good rebounder, so that does fit the narrative a lot. So you know, one thing that's awesome about DeMar DeRozan is he could be sitting at 18, 17 and a half PRA going into the fourth quarter and cash this line. He's like one of the best fourth quarter shooters I've ever seen. So yeah, he's awesome. I never really count him out with a play until the very, very end of the game. So I don't think this is going to be a real blowout of a matchup either. 18th in pace versus 15th. Should be a nice, fun game. I'm excited to watch everything tonight. I'm excited to watch football and basketball, but these are going to be my 2 plays, including the 2 last night. I feel really good about these. Yeah, so that's going to cover it all for my plays. If you guys want to check out Daily Grind, go to dgfantasy.com and use code BACKDOOR for 25% off your first purchase. And it covers everything, man. As you can see here, it shows me all these different lines. Oh yeah, DeMar DeRozan is favored to go over the PRA. I don't know if I showed you that, but you can take him out of the equation and you'll see all the top plays on the board today. So the top over is actually Jalen Brunson, rebounds, assists at 10. That does seem really low. It's a minus 163, so that's probably not going to last. But that's the type of value you can find on this thing. You know, like last night, there was plays popping up that were like, what, a minus 300 and something next. Like, it was it was ridiculous. They were going away as soon as we put them in our queue. But if you're quick on the trigger, there's a lot of people who just do that. They just try to make 2-mans with like insane odds plays and just cross your fingers that Prizepicks doesn't refund those. But this is the best thing about it. I mean, it helps you find the best plays. Jamal Murray over 5.5 assists looks really good tonight too. I was going to take Jamal, but that matchup just looks a little blowout-esque, so I was a little scared of it. But yeah, so this is what DG does. It's really awesome, so definitely go check them out. And if you guys want to check out Chalkboard, they're another DFS platform like Prizepicks and Underdog, but they have a billion alt lines for every play. Like, you could bump plays up and down a couple times and get really, really good multipliers over there. Honestly, like, I think the best multipliers on platforms are Prizepicks, Chalkboard, and Underdog, in my personal opinion. I think they have the best multipliers, and Chalkboard is the reason because you can bump lines and you can get generous lines and bump them up and get really good multipliers on them. So a lot of fun over there for sure, and you get like 6 specials a day minimum. So if you want to check that out, go to Chalkboard and use code BACKDOOR for 100% match up to $100 and a free play to help you cash your first slip. And that's going to cover it all for me.
All right. Yeah, that Lakers Sacramento game, 228.5 over under. Sacramento favored by 4.5, so should be close for sure. And then this Hawks Spurs game looks really good. 234 over under. Spurs favored by just 1 point, so that they're expecting that to be a high scoring battle. So that should be awesome. If you guys want to come join our Discord, we have a killer community, and you can take advantage of that Parlay Play promo and get a month in here just to see how you like it. If you want to just sign right up and you're already on Parlay Play or something, you just go through Patreon. We use that to manage the subscriptions. You sign up over there, it's less than 50 cents a day. And once you've signed up, you go into the settings on Patreon, and then there's a connected apps option in the menu bar, and then you can log right into your Discord from there. It'll unlock everything for you. You can hop in the community chat, let us know that you're new so we can welcome you and kind of show you how we do everything in the Discord. You can also follow us on all of our socials at the handle is @BackdoorFS. We're on X, TikTok, Instagram. Come find us. We have our personal socials down below as well. So if you want to follow any of us, we're on there. But guys, we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video on your way out. Drop us a comment if you have any questions. I'm going to see if I can attach both of the videos that we already put out, because we have our NFL picks video out and we have some plays from last night. I don't think that they're all bumped just yet. So if you want to see some of the plays that we were getting into last night as well to mix things up a little bit, I'll try to attach both of those at the end. But enjoy this massive slate, enjoy football, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Good luck, guys.